Spencer, happy birthday for yesterday, happy Christmas coming up, and a happy manager here after a 1-0 victory at home. How are you feeling?
I am feeling that Father Christmas came 24 hours early at half-time, gave me the most wonderful 0-0 at half-time that I was ecstatic with. So I am very in the ho-ho-ho spirit. I thought we were truly terrible in the first half. Could have easily been 3 or 4 behind, or certainly 3-4-1 behind, and got away with it by luck. Changed the system. You know, the purists go to put in a back four. We put in a back four. We're getting murdered. Go to a back 5, back 3 centre halves. 35 minutes in, and game changes. Second half, I thought we edged it, and you know, still wasn't great, but at least it was a more even game. Got our goal, defended it relatively well, except for a free header that clears off the line, and it's a second half head and shoulders better than the first half. Thought the subs made a difference, and it was a cliche terrible first half performance. Second half better, and we've said thank you very much, happy Christmas, and taking the 3 points, because Braintree are a really good side. So yeah, I'm absolutely ecstatic 24 hours before the big day.
And you made that change at half time. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, we went back to our 3-5-2 system at 35 minutes. Braintree were missing chance after chance, were they? I mean, they were tearing my centre halves apart. I mean, the problem is I've got so many centre halves at the moment that just generally aren't performing. It's their ins and outs, we're umming and ahhing what to do with them. We play a back 4, we play a back 5. You know, Braintree, a good side as well. Let's not forget that they were their last spot, I think, in the playoffs. So I mean, they're a really good side, and they were carving us to bits. And we had a couple of moments, but you know, Braintree head and shoulders the better side first half. But I thought second half complete change. You know, we went to the 5, brought Reggie on, who did very well, went back to our tried and tested system. But this is the problem with us at the moment. We've got so many players that are inconsistent, not just game to game, but during these games. And we went back to a 5 and put Reggie in there, and I thought, as I said, I thought we were the better side. We started to get control of the game straight away into the second half, and with the better side second half. And you know, I mean, he's absolutely flattened Michael Falevi again. So we get a penalty, score a goal, which is great. And then we hung on really well and had a great chance to finish them off on the counter. But look, was it a great game? No, it was a fantastic crowd. And as I said, you know, at half time to be 0-0 was absolute early Christmas present for us all involved with Farnborough. And, you know, just totally delighted with the win. I mean, the performance has got a lot to be improved. But second half, if you don't take your chances, that's football. And we completely rode our luck. And got 3 points, which is a fantastic result for us. But as I keep saying, so much more to develop and get better at, and so many players that, you know, 1 minute perform and the next minute don't, and it's a real strange one this season, really tough to take. But as I said, absolutely ecstatic for everybody involved. You know, 24 hours before Christmas.
Yep, and fantastic to see Aaron Cool mark his loan extension with the winning goal today.
Yep, I have to give special mention to Salim. I thought he was superb. He was our energy. That's why we made the change at half time. We didn't want him wide, we wanted him inside, and I thought he was absolutely fantastic. He was the bright spark in the first half, and he's got a slight hammy now, so I don't know, I have to see how that goes, but I thought he was superb. And you know, obviously I'm delighted and very grateful to Mark and his staff at Dorking. We're working incredibly hard. Obviously, Michael Falevi is still with us and staying with us unless something changes, and it's certainly not what I want to happen. And you know, he had his odd moment today, and I thought had he came in and put in a shift, he's been out for a very long time, and we had an agreement he'd only play an hour. And I thought he had some moments, he held the ball up well. And you know, and I said in the first half we were generally terrible, second best all around from the kick-off. Terrible start from the kick. Could have been a goal down in 30 seconds. Should have been a goal down in 30 seconds. And you know, it's who do you put back in there? You know, players come back from injury, go in there and don't do a good enough job. But yeah, delighted for Aaron. And as I said to the players beforehand, it's not really about being pretty today. Everyone involved with Farnborough, you know, is going to be having Christmas Day, you know, 48 hours. And, you know, we want them to go away from here. We haven't been here for ages. The fixtures have been really harsh on us. And to get 3 points, nobody will care. We're all really happy, starting with me, ecstatic. So I'm delighted for everybody involved as we go into the festive period.
Yep, and looking ahead, what is your plan for Boxing Day at Havant and Waterlooville? Well,
we're going to have to play a lot better than we are playing. You know, we're grinding points here and comebacks, and you know, we are where we are. We're slap bang in the middle of the table. You know, we're probably equally distant from the playoffs and below. We've certainly not given up on anything. We need to make 1 or 2 changes. We had a lot of lads go out on loan. I did a loan update. We've had one come in, and we're still working really hard. We've got some loans up in January, so we have to see how we are. People have got to grab their opportunity. It's no good, we're not willing to accept mediocrity. We're always battling against much bigger clubs with vastly more resources. You see clubs like Braintree, this fantastic signings they brought in this week, and we're trying to get players out because we don't have the funds. But it's not moaning about it. It's about, that's what we're competing with. We're overperforming really, but I think this group of players can give more, and I want more consistency, certainly defensively. It's not about the shape. Last 2 games we played a 4, and look what's happened. Today, however, we've got a clean sheet today. It's just almost, as I said, thank you, Mr. Christmas for coming down. It's got to be ecstatic with it, but it wasn't a clean sheet performance, and we were so much better with a 5. So you just go round and round. Football, a lot of it is defending properly, working harder than the opposition, and we certainly didn't do that in the first half. So look, I said ultimately I will wake up in the morning. I'm now. I'm just ecstatic. It wasn't great, but to win 1-0 I'll take it all day long. Particularly at half time, as I said, we were better second half. We were definitely better. Shape was better. Shape was better from 35 minutes. But to be in the game at half time was a real plus. So delighted for everyone.
And finally, can we end on a festive message for the supporters? We had a great attendance here this afternoon as well.
Yeah, and look, the fixtures have been horrible, but it's a windy, quite cold mid-December, late December, 2 days before Christmas, where I'm sure lots of other halves are saying let's get down the shops and organise Christmas, etc. So thank you so much for turning up. It was fantastic to see. First time we've got into 4 figures. And look, we didn't put on a great performance, but we got a great result. And I said, I know they'll be waking up in the morning going, we got 3 points. So thank you so much. And absolutely everybody, we've had some very sad news at the club a lot in the last few weeks. We've lost a couple of really fabulous people. I certainly have to particularly mention Dave Workman, who I met many times when I first came in, a lovely, lovely man. So it's very, very sad, particularly at this time of year. But I also just want to say to everyone, thank you so much for your support. We're probably, I think, slightly a point above where we were this time last year, but it's a really tough division, and your support is so crucial to us. We're desperately working behind the scenes to bring in more funds to strengthen and move forward. But you were absolutely brilliant again this year. So please have the most fantastic time with your families and friends. Enjoy your Christmas, and we know we've got a really tough doubleheader at Havant, who are resurgent. 3, I know they've lost 1-0 today, but 1-0 at Truro is no disgrace I would have hated that journey today in particular. So, they're resurgent. They've got fantastic quality. Their league possession is, quite frankly, ridiculous with where they are, the quality of players. And we've got to prepare properly, let all our fans massively enjoy Christmas. Our players have got to take responsibility and get right for a really tough day, but we're all looking forward to Boxing Day.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spencer. Have a great Christmas and see you on Boxing Day.
And you, Dom. Happy Christmas, everybody.